Mark, what are we doing today?
Well, what do you mean? You're like the dream where you come into class and then you find out it's test time. You didn't prepare at all for your test today?
It's like when I have dreams about coming to school naked. No, I did not prepare.
You have dreams about going to school naked?
Doesn't everybody have anxiety dreams about going to school and being naked? I've never actually had one.
Not on this channel. They don't.
Oh well, now I'm putting it in your head.
Okay. Well, and now it's in your head, and you're never gonna do well on this test now that you got that in your head. But it is test time.
Okay.
It's the third and final bass fishing IQ test.
All right.
Are you ready? Obviously not.
You can't actually study for IQ tests. You know that, right?
Oh, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll come back and let's get this third part of the bass fishing IQ test underway.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. All right, welcome back to MFO, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher.
I'm Megan Fuller.
And we are ready to get started with the third part of the bass fishing IQ test. We've talked about tournament fishing.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about fishing techniques.
Right.
And obviously, guys did much better on the fishing techniques part. Now we're going to get to a tricky subject. This is about the bass themselves, the bass species. We tried not to get technical with technical scientific terms. There's a few in there, but I think that we want to know whether you know about the bass and how they live and where they live and the differences between different kinds of bass and things like that.
Do you feel like this information would really contribute to guys fishing?
Absolutely. This is going to help. And guys, real quickly, we know part of this IQ test is to kind of test yourself and see how you do, but the other part is to learn from it.
Right.
If you didn't know the answers, well, we give you the answers, and now you've kind of got that information that helps going along. And that's what the comments for the first two have kind of showed us, is guys said, well, maybe I didn't do so well, but I learned a lot while that test was going on. So that's what we like. And speaking of comments, please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Send us your comments, the thumbs up. We're going to try and move through this test. That's the one thing is it's 15 questions. So we're going to move through it the way that we always do it real quick. We're going to read the question, then we'll repeat the question, and then we'll give the answer. But we're going to try and move through those quickly so that we don't take too much of your time doing that. At the end, we'll give you the scoring system once again, and then we'll kind of go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's get started on the third part of the bass fishing IQ test, all about the bass.
Question 1. Which fish is not related in the same genus to the others? A. Largemouth bass. B. Smallmouth bass. C. Striped bass. D. Spotted bass. Or E. Sunfish.
Repeating question number 1, which fish is not related in the same genus to the others? A. Largemouth bass. B. Smallmouth bass. C. The striped bass. D. Spotted bass. Or E. The sunfish. And the correct answer is the striped bass. The striped bass is not in the same genus.
This bass can be identified by a sandpaper patch on its tongue. A. Largemouth bass. B. Smallmouth bass. Or C. Spotted bass.
Repeating question number 2, this bass can be identified by a sandpaper patch on its tongue. A. Largemouth bass. B. Smallmouth bass. Or C. the spotted bass? And the answer is C, the spotted bass.
Question 3. The Florida strain largemouth bass can be found in which of these bodies of water? A, Lake Okeechobee, B, the Mississippi River, C, the Great Lakes, D, all of the above, or E, both A and B?
Number 3, the Florida strain largemouth bass can be found in which of these bodies of water? A, Lake Okeechobee, B, the Mississippi River, C, the Great Lakes, D, all of the above, or E, both A and B? The correct answer for number 3 is D, all of the above. The Florida strain largemouth bass can be found in all of those bodies of water.
Question 4. Which bass generally prepares and guards the nest during the spawn? A, male, or B, female?
Question number 4. Which bass generally prepares and guards the nest during the spawn? Is it A, the male, or B, the female? And the correct answer for number 4, the male. The male does all the work.
I was going to say, you should put some effort in. Question 5. Generally speaking, which species spawn first in cooler water? A, the bluegill, B, largemouth bass, or C, smallmouth bass?
Question number 5. Generally speaking, which species spawn first in cooler water? A, the bluegill, B, the largemouth bass, or C, the smallmouth bass? And the correct answer for number 5 is C, the smallmouth bass.
Question 6. The scientific name for the largemouth bass is A, Micropodus salmitis, B, Selachimorpha, C, Homo sapiens, or D, Equus caballus?
Number 6. The scientific name for the largemouth bass is A, Micropodus salmoides, B, Selachimorpha, C, Homo sapiens, or D, Equus caballus? The correct answer for number 6, the scientific name for the largemouth bass is Micropodus salmoides.
Question 7. This bass species is considered the most aggressive when guarding a nest and can actually be caught repeatedly from the same nest. A, the spotted bass, B, the smallmouth bass, C, the largemouth bass, or D, the striped bass?
Repeating question 7, this bass species is considered the most aggressive when guarding a nest and can actually be caught repeatedly from the same nest. A, the spotted bass, B, the smallmouth bass, C, the largemouth bass, or D, a striped bass? The correct answer for number 7, B, the smallmouth bass.
Question number 8. A mean-mouthed bass is a hybrid that results when A, a largemouth bass mates with a smallmouth bass, B, a spotted bass mates with a smallmouth bass, C, a spotted bass mates with a largemouth bass, or D, either A or B?
Number 8. A mean-mouth bass is a hybrid that results when A, a largemouth bass mates with a smallmouth bass, B, a spotted bass mates with a smallmouth bass, C, a spotted bass mates with a largemouth bass, or D, either A or B is correct. The correct answer is D. A mean-mouth bass is when either a largemouth or a spotted bass mates with a smallmouth bass.
Which is not a physical characteristic difference between a smallmouth and a largemouth bass? A, the size of the mouth. B, difference in dorsal fin. C, vertical versus horizontal markings. Or D, the absence of a lateral line.
Again, number 9, which is not a physical characteristic difference between a smallmouth and a largemouth bass? A, the size of the mouth. B, a difference in the dorsal fin. C, vertical versus horizontal markings. Or D, the absence of a lateral line. The correct answer for number 9 is D, the absence of a lateral line. Both fish do have a lateral line.
Okay. Question 10. A bass is most likely to grow larger in which environment? A, a warm climate. B, a moderate climate. C, a climate that annually gets ice coverage, thereby reducing fishing pressure. Or D, a warm climate in a healthy ecosystem.
Repeating question 10, a bass is most likely to grow larger in which environment? A, a warm climate. B, a moderate climate. C, a climate that annually gets ice coverage, thereby reducing fishing pressure. Or D, a warm climate in a healthy ecosystem. The correct answer is D, a warm climate with a healthy ecosystem is where a bass is going to thrive.
Question 11. Which gender in all bass species is generally smaller? A, the male. Or B, the female.
Question 11. Which gender in all bass species types is generally smaller? A, the male, or B, the female? The correct answer, A, the male.
So they're smaller and they put in all the work?
They're smaller, they put in all the work, and all those big ladies just walk around, and all of us want those big ladies.
Question number 12. Which fins on a bass are for controlling direction? A, a dorsal. B, pectoral. C, tail fin. D, caudal fin. Or E, anal fin.
Repeating question 12. Which fins on a bass are for controlling directional movement? A, the dorsal fin. B, the pectoral fins. C, the tail fins. D, the caudal fin. Or E, the anal fins. The correct answer for number 12 is B, the pectoral fins. Those are the ones that control direction. Megan, on that last question, question 12, did you know that 2 of the answers were actually the same answer?
I did not.
C, the tail fin, and D, the caudal fin, were actually the same fin. They're just 2 different names for the same fin. The tail fin is called the caudal fin.
Okay. Free tidbit of
Little free,
information.
that's like a bonus right there. All right, number 13.
Question 13. On the picture of this bass on the screen, which fin is indicated? A, pectoral, B, pelvic, C, dorsal, or D, anal?
On the picture of the bass seen on your screen, which fin is indicated? A, the pectoral fin, B, the pelvic fins, C, the dorsal fin, or D, the anal fins? The correct answer is C, the dorsal fin.
Question 14. A shoal bass can be found in what state? A, California, B, Wisconsin, C, Georgia, or D, all of the above?
Repeating question 14. A shoal bass can be found in this state. A, California, B, Wisconsin, C, Georgia, or D, all of the above? The correct answer for number 14 is Georgia. Georgia is the home of the shoal bass.
Okay.
And our final question.
Question 15. The act of fizzing a fish is related to which part of the fish's body? A, the digestive system, B, their eyes, C, their swim bladder, or D, their anus?
Repeating question 15, the final question. The act of fizzing a fish relates to what part of a fish's body? A, the digestive system, B, their eyes, C, their swim bladder, or D, their anus? The correct answer for number 15 is C, the swim bladder. Those are all the questions.
Good job. You guys got through it. If you're
Excellent,
still watching.
excellent. So guys, reminding you of the scoring system. If you got 0 wrong or 1 wrong, you are a superstar. You know everything there is to know about the bass species and all of its related genuses and families. Nice work, well done. Hey, if you got 2 wrong, you are still very, 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 very strong. Absolutely
Really
no question
good.
about that. Absolutely. 3 wrong, still very solid. Still very solid. 4 wrong, you need to brush up a little bit. And again, like we always say, if you got 5 wrong or more, you got to get one of those Snoopy polls, and we just need to just keep working, and you got to keep watching Mark Fisher Outdoors.
Yep.
Okay. But guys, here's the thing. Now take your scores from all 3 of the IQ tests, going back from the fishing tournaments, then to the fishing techniques, and now this test, and combine. I would love to hear if there are any anglers who got what it would be like out of all of them, maybe only like 6 wrong total out of all 3. You guys are the ones that should be fishing Major League Fishing or the Bassmaster Elites. 100%. Guys, we hope you liked this. We're going to do some more little quizzes and things like that, but this is the end of our bass fishing IQ test. We hope you enjoyed it. Again, guys, if you like the content, please hit the subscribe button, things like that. Stick around tomorrow for another episode of Mark Fisher Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in.
Stay channeled.